Hey guys, welcome to the video. I have to admit, this is not my first time making this tutorial, but here we go. Second tries a charm, right? So what we did was, I already went ahead and made a sprawl, made a spawn, and so I already made the whole Seabase, just I had to destroy it. So you'd make around 3 submersibles, and then you bring the pipe up, but I was too lazy to break all the pipes, so anyway. There's a fabricator right there. You come down here and build it a little farther lower. Then you just simply put a decap on it. Then you come down here. You don't really have to bring the pipe down right away, but that's what we ended up doing in this tutorial. So next we're going to place a little block right here. Just a simple block. It doesn't have to be something crazy. So next we're just going to place a submersible. And so the reason why I'm building like this is maybe you put a slab on the side, like right over here. That's not really that strong. So if you go over here, I'm just going to build a few more submersibles while I'm giving examples. There we go. Alright, so for example, if we go right here, you can look at this health right here, and we can see we currently have a health of 100 on this slab. You can get this by pushing Alt if you didn't know, and just hover over what you need to. And this has a health of 600. So these little things like that can make your base a whole lot stronger. So next we're just going to put double 4-way up there, and put this right here. The reason why this little one is a little higher up because it's easier to pipe that way. Sometimes pipes just fail if you have them all this exactly in height. But next we're going to do this. We're going to pipe it right here too. And right now is about time you bring the pipe up to the base. So went ahead and did that. As you can see, we have a pipe all the way right here. And we're just going to pipe it like this. Stick a little pipe right there and connect it. Easy, like so. Alright, so now we're going to build some more fabricators just to speed up the process. We got the power for it, so why not? It's kind of a no-brainer. So let's build 2 for now. That seems like a good amount. So now we're just going to do that. Then we got this. We got that. Alright, so next we're going to build some more submersibles, because that's kind of a big brain idea right now. We want power, that's the point of the Seabase. So we're going to exploit as much as we can to get as much power as we need. So next we're just going to simply do this and this. So then we have some power right there. And then we got to cap it right there. And then we just got to place a pipe right there and a pipe right there. And let's build another fabricator. You probably just need around 4. More than that's kind of I mean, it's not really bad that you have more. Just I kind of find 4 as a sweet spot number for as many fabs you need for Seabase. But you can always get more. There's no stopping you. More fabs are not always bad. Just don't get too many, or else your power will start flickering. And give an order so you have an equal amount of power being made and fabricators. So I'm just going to upgrade them so I get a little extra power out of them when they build, and so I can build multiple things at once. See how much faster that is just by getting a few more fabs. So next we can just pipe this right here, and do this and this. Just pipe this. If you look right here, you can see how I'm piping. I'm piping the bottom ports. Those are going to the actual submersibles, and we got this bit right here, which is going into the next group. And then you got the next idea right here. We're just doing the exact same, just on the opposite side. Then we're just going to cap out on the top, like so. Then we're just going to pipe this. So I usually find around 5 groups being more than enough for most people. You can get more, maybe 6, maybe 7, or maybe, let's say 20 rows. I mean, that's kind of excessive and kind of pointless and a waste of time, but you do you, babe. You do you. This should be more than enough for a usual base. So yeah, we're on our 4th row, and we just need to get to the 5th row. Like so, boom, and we just need to do that, boom, boom, a little higher up, then a little lower down. There we go. This last row is kind of weird, but it'll do. So next we need to put a pipe right there, cap the 2, and boom. And it's not letting me click. There we go. Here we go, and pipe this right here. You don't really need to go further. This is where you pipe that, and boom, you have production. So I'm going to get some basic defenses right now. I'm going to get an arc right here. And I'm going to get a turn up here, just for some basic defenses to protect myself while I'm building. so no one gets any ideas. So next we're going to, maybe you put a fabricator right here, just please don't, it's a waste of time. So we're going, because you're going to be doing this. The pipe's in the way, okay, never mind. So we're going to be doing this to protect ourselves from satchel barges. So a satchel barge is a barge that usually has some sort of, let's say, ladder on the front of it, and you just stick the ladder by the Seabase, and then it will satchel the Seabase, and arcs can't do anything about it, so don't even try that. Because if you bring an arc, a satchel has to be placed near an arc. If it's not placed near an arc, it won't attack it. So if you place an arc somewhere, satchel somewhere, and bring it to the arc, it won't do anything. So that's kind of a weird thing, but it's how the game works, I guess. So next we're just going to build some walls, just protect them from satchel barges from all angles. Just like so. Just little easy defenses for early game. I mean, some people even satchel barge all game, so it's a continuous threat, so you want to protect yourself from it. I mean, obviously they can continue to satchel barge through the walls. That's why you'd need a spawn to maintenance it. I mean, it's kind of a waste of time on their part, but whatever works. It may work depending on the team, so it always depends. So we're just going to place a spawn somewhere around here. Let's place it right there so we can have easy maintenance. So what we're going to do next is we're going to build... this is completely optional. Like always, you do stuff in your own order. I'm just going to place a reservoir right there, let it build. Next, we're going to place, what do you call it? Some defense. We need some defense. So we're going to place some point defenses all around here, just from easy defense. Point defenses have long range, and the ocean is definitely a very dangerous area. Not only because it's in an area that is toxic to your suit, because the fumes are too thick for it, it's also a very easy area to attack. Let's say you want to attack from up here. So all it takes is just someone to get an arty above there and start shooting. There's also the problem of barges. They can get a boar barge and just shoot it directly at your Seabase, which is why you'd want to get an arty. Or it might be an arty barge that's attacking you. So it's not, you don't really need to have this as a plan, but it's a good idea. 4 decap should be more than enough to power it. As you can see, it's starting to power. So just, let's see the barges right there. Yeah, they're shooting at us. You have an arty on their barge too. Not sure what it went. Gun shell went. Whatever. Alright, so next we're just going to pipe our defenses. Why not? So what we're going to do is we're going to place, we're going to place 2 caps on it. So if you look right here, it says 12, hold on, it says 12, the fire rate says 12 shots per second. It also says shot cost is 4. So 12 times 4 equals 48, and decaps only transfer 25 per second. So I don't know if it says it. Capacity, it holds 50, but it only transfers 25. Yeah, it's not saying that. That's weird. Oh well. So they only transfer 25 per second. So this way you can feed. It's like giving a baby food, but not giving it enough to be full. So you just don't want to deprive your PDs. Let them have their full capacity. Alright, so now I think it's a good idea to arc spam. So the reason for this is, if they get inside your base, you don't really want them to be able to survive, because all it takes them is drill right there. So next we're just going to get some arcs everywhere. Maybe one over in this corner as well. By your spawn. There we go. It just depends on every match where you place things, as always. So next we're just going to pipe this, pipe that. Pipe it right about there. Should reach, there we go. Okay, there we go. Looks like we're going to put it right there. We're just going to do that. Okay. Just always depends what you're using your Seabase for. So you could connect some arsenals. What I'm only going to do is just place an upgrade station, because why not? Just a little extra thing you could place. Always depends on the match and how you want to play. But this is sort of a do-it-all Seabase. Just depends on what you want to do. Like you could break some arcs and make it more organized. You can place like a, let's say maybe a double arsenal. You could do that. But I'm going to place around 5 shields. 5, 6 is usually what I go for. It's usually more than enough. You can play some high ground, low ground, just depends. Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna stick one right there too. There we go. So now I'm just gonna go around capping them. Boom, 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 and boom. I'm gonna pipe them. Should be warned that I haven't put a cap on yet. Oh, we're just gonna do that and that, and boom. Just gotta turn it on. So now we're just gonna review what we did. We built a fabricator up there. We brought a pipe down. We built an exterior of walls just to defend from satchel barging. We arc spammed on the bottom to prevent against people jumping in. We wall spammed to help us get some bias sometime if someone attacks us. We can attack them via that RD if they're in reach. We have tons of defenses around here, and we can also put another point defense right here to protect your pipe, because your pipe's quite vulnerable, as you can see. I mean, you can add defenses up there, just it takes extra time. I don't really recommend it. It's kind of a waste of time. It's easier just to rebuild the pipe. But you can do that. It makes it really hard to drill your pipe. But just remember your anchored points. So you want to protect these at all costs. You can build an anchor if you want. It's kind of up to you. I don't think most people do, but I'm just me, so I don't know. So your anchored points are right here, and they can be right here too. And they can also be right over here and right there, depending on how you do your walls. And they can also be your reservoir, depending how you put it. They can also be your pipes, and I believe they can also be just simple things just touching the walls. So if you want another anchor point, you just go like this, and hold on, and boom, you have another anchor point. The pipe that's in your base, just in case you want more anchor points, but that's all up to you. So now we have a defense pointing upwards to help protect our pipe, and defense surrounding, and arcs around. That should be it. Peace out.